have fallen over a few times.
Enduring freezing temperatures for 40 days. Preet Chandi is the first known woman of color to complete a solo crossing of Antarctica, finishing at the South Pole. In partnership with our sister station Omni Punjabi, we are getting a personal look at the unbelievable trek the 32-year-old has made.
I was told that I don't look like a polar explorer. It was hard to get funding.
Preet Chandi, also known as Polar Preet, is from England and is a British Army physiotherapist. Over the last few months, she's been challenging herself to the extreme, skiing 700 miles or just over 1,126 kilometers across Antarctica by herself.
In one section, I'd fall over and keep falling over again and again. And it was so windy. And you're right, it's very cold. And at those points, I just took it one step at a time, you know. And I think that's the important thing in situations like this. It's important to break it down, because otherwise it's just so hard. If you look at the big picture, and I thought, wow, 700 miles, but I did each day at a time.
She documented her journey through Instagram, giving people an idea of just how much work was put in to keep moving and stay alive.
So 12 hours I would ski, and then Shamnor, I'd put the tent up and I would I had to melt snow, put the stove on, and that's how I would make water. It's all run by Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions. So every Monday I would speak to the doctor. So every week to check I was okay, to check that I was eating. And they would ask me all these questions. So the support was there. But to be honest as well, they approved my expedition. So, you know, with my experience that I had, so they wouldn't just say yes to just anyone. Like, you have to have a certain amount of experience, and I spent 2.5 years training in Norway, Iceland, Greenland to get that experience.
Chandi successfully finished her expedition January 3rd, becoming the first known woman of color to complete the solo journey, and she did it nearly a week ahead of schedule.
It was important for me, for other people to see somebody that looks like me doing something like this, pushing their boundaries and barriers. And, you know, I hope that people can relate to this in a lot of different ways. They don't have to want to go to Antarctica. You know, they could want to do anything, but just to show that you don't have to start at a certain level. I didn't know anything about polar expeditions. I didn't grow up reading about Antarctica. I really didn't know anything, you know.
Chandi hopes her expedition inspires other women and people of color to break through barriers and not be afraid to discover what they are capable of.
It has been absolutely incredible.
Ashley Burr, City News.